Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. This quote is attributed to Dr. Seuss. I think if Dr. Seuss said something like this, he was probably talking about things like when you're away at summer camp and it's so amazing. And when it's over, he's saying, oh, don't cry because it's over. Smile because you got to have that amazing summer camp experience. And in this context, I think it's awesome because it helps focus people on the blessings, the joys, the wonderful positive experiences that they had. But I'm marking it as a tricky quote. And why is that? Well, I've heard similar sentiments said by those who are dying and to those who are grieving. Some of my patients who are dying will say things like, oh, please don't cry for me when I'm gone. I want everyone to celebrate my life and be joyful. And I love this sentiment as well because it really focuses people on that belief that so many of us have, that this life is not the be all and end all, but there's actually a whole other life ahead for us in the afterlife that's better and more peaceful than this one that we have here. So I love that those who are dying want to help focus their loved ones on the positive of where they're going. However, I think when we share it with people who are grieving, it can be really tricky because it is actually essential, I would argue, for us to be able to let out our grief. If we simply smile through the grief or laugh or celebrate through the grief, and we never find a way to let it out, either through crying or going for a big long run or talking with a chaplain, it can get all bottled up inside and it can come out in different ways when we least expect it and when it's not helpful for us. So it can come out in the form of irritability or anger, frustration. In worst case scenarios, it can lead to insomnia, extreme anxiety, depression, right? So we are given this ability to cry, to yell, to, shout, go for that run, whatever it is, to get these big emotions out of us, to get this sorrow and this grief. Because when we've lost a loved one, it is a major impact in our life. So while I love this quote from Dr. Seuss when it applies to things like summer camp, and while I love when patients say, don't cry for me, I think it's also really important that we encourage people, that we allow people the chance to grieve in whatever way they can. I hope, especially if you're going through grief right now, that you have as best a day as you possibly can with all that you're facing.